size of me. I don't really get drunk. When I do suck, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Another tote for ETN.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Howell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll try the left side with ETN.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle,
pushing his way through.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Packers at 9-7 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On the return, Hardy. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Howell to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Option left. Howell's going to run with it.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Granson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
Off play action. It's Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Now Howell.
Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got it. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardy set to return. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Howell's throw complete here to Waller. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Howell down to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Howell. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Sam Howell scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Packers nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
Now Rodgers off the play fake.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 67 yards.
And the Packers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Packers 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones, and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Al, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And the Bears first down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who